Ready? Here we go, and start. A bit loud. Okay, it's not as loud anymore. Sorry about that being loud. Jeez, James, welcome. Good to see ya. Down a bit more. Okay. Yeah, that is pretty stinking loud, isn't it? Okay, how's that? Just better? Because I definitely want it to be hearable. And I want my voice to be able to just be able to go over it. Yeah. A tad bit lower, and you'll be perfect. Alright, that's as low as I'm gonna go. That's as low as, well, right about there. That's as low as I'll go. The events, okay. I didn't see that. Oh well. The howling of the wolf, where? That's the wolf howl? Okay, there we go.
Well, home from the movies at last.
Looks
Home
like it,
from
Aunt
the
Mattie.
movies at last.
What, Dad?
Hello, son. Well, daughter, how was the moving picture tonight?
Lovely.
No,
That's
we've
what
done
it
this
was.
a few
Just
times.
a lot of mice. There wasn't anybody killed.
First
the
time
whole
seeing this
thing.
one, yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll stick to these. These don't talk.
And that big cluck Norman Maine was in the picture tonight. Never does anything but kiss a lot of girls.
Norman Maine is one of the best actors in pictures.
You and your movies, that's all you think about.
Movies,
you shouldn't
movies,
be allowed
movies.
to go to them at all if you're asking me.
Yeah, seriously.
Too bad I was so busy in the kitchen. I didn't hear anybody asking you. Hello, Granny. Hello, darling.
But of course, no one ever listens to me.
They do if they're within 10 miles of you.
Gadding around picture shows.
You can't
Household
help but
cutting
hear
up with
Granny.
movie magazines.
Within
and
10
the other
miles.
day, I caught her talking to a horse with a Swedish accent.
No, you don't say.
We're only young once, you know.
A horse.
Ah. Hollywood.
Swedish
You'd
accent.
better be getting yourself a good husband and stop mooning about Hollywood. You know what she wants to do? She wants to go to Hollywood. I've known it all along.
No one goes
I've
to
seen her
Hollywood.
making faces in the mirror and talking to herself. That's what
You're
comes
a
of your
crazy
movies.
person. That's what she's
Why,
doing.
what would you do if you did go to Hollywood?
I'd be an actress.
An
I
actress.
would, I tell you. I've always known I could.
They laugh
Guys,
at her.
wouldn't it be wonderful to have a movie star in the family?
What a supportive family this is.
Autograph.
You may not know it, Alec, but you're practically on your way to bed.
Oh, Miss Blunt, you're my favorite actress. Won't you tell me the secret of your success?
Oh, let me alone.
24 hours is a long time.
I'll tell you what's come over her. She's
That
just
is
a
true.
silly little girl whose head has been turned by the movies. And the sooner she forgets the whole thing, the better off she'll be.
Why will I be better off? What's wrong with wanting to get out and make something of myself? What do you do that's so much better? Just because you're satisfied to sit here all your life, you think you can laugh at me. Well, someday you won't laugh at me. I'm going out and have a real life. I'm going to be somebody.
All I did was ask if she wanted dessert.
Now, if it was spring, I'd say give her a good dose of sulfur and molasses.
Just get a lot of sleep, Cheese James.
I thought I'd find ya.
A lot of sleep.
Oh, stop that. Now stop crying. That isn't going to do you a bit of good.
Oh, I'm crying because Aunt Mattie and Alec make me so mad.
Oh, Alec and Aunt Mattie. Fiddlesticks. They're not important. You're the only one that counts. Esther, everyone in this world who has ever dreamed about better things has been laughed at. Don't you know that?
Oh, I suppose I do, but...
Disaster.
There's a difference between dreaming and doing.
I'm gonna
The
turn it up
dreamers
just a little
sit
more.
around and moon about how wonderful it would be if only things were different. And the years roll on and they grow old, and by they forget everything, even about their dreams.
Oh, I don't want to be like that. I want to be somebody.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Why
You
not
want
go to
be
bed now and try to get
But
like
you want it
12
to be easy. Oh, you
to
want
13
it
hours.
to be a pain.
or 11
When
to 12
I wanted
hours?
something better, I came across those plains in a prairie schooner with your grandfather. Oh, everyone laughed at us as they did at all the other pioneers.
You can't
Said
do
this
that?
country
Okay.
would never be anything but a wilderness. We didn't believe that. We were going to make a new country. Besides, we wanted to see our dreams come true.
A new country, well, call it
Granny, it
Shiveria.
must have been wonderful.
It was wonderful. But don't you think for one single minute that it was easy, Esther Blodgett? We burned in summer and we froze in winter. But we kept right on going and we didn't complain because we were doing what we wanted to do. Can you understand that?
Yes, I can.
Could you do it? Could you do it even if it broke your
Even
heart?
up just a little more.
Because remember, Esther, for every dream of yours you make come true, you'll pay the price in heartbreak. Oh, I know what I'm talking about.
I thought that was the rocking
not
chair for a
believe it.
second.
But I was a young girl once. A very pretty young girl. A lot prettier than you are.
were a young girl once?
And I was in love with your grandfather.
No.
And when some Indian devil put a bullet through him, I felt as if it had gone right straight through my heart, too. But I remembered all he taught me. And I went right on. I buried him out there in that wilderness with my own hands. And I went right on that same day. And I kept right on going, even when your mother was born.
Oh, Granny, I want to make it worthwhile.
You know,
Gonna make
Esther,
out. Oh
there'll
no.
always be a wilderness to conquer. Maybe Hollywood's your wilderness now. From all I hear, it sounds like it. But if you've got one drop of my blood in your veins, you won't let Mattie or any of her kind break your heart. You'll go right out there and break it yourself. That's your right.
Either way, it'll be broken.
Here. Oh, here. Stop that.
The message I'm trying to convey.
Here. Take this and go to your Hollywood.
Oh, I can't take your money.
Well, why not?
It's your savings.
Well, I was only saving up for my funeral. Now I don't think I'm ever going to die.
Oh, Granny, how can I ever
You'll
thank
die
you?
one day.
By
I
giving
know
me
it.
your word of honor that you'll never tell a living soul where you got that money.
I promise.
Remember, if you do, I'll have you arrested for robbing me. Here we are.
I'll help you, Granny.
Oh, I can make it, dear. Oh, nice. Oh,
I kissed Dad goodbye. Just a little kiss. He didn't even wake up.
I bet you didn't try that on your Aunt Mattie.
Oh, Aunt Mattie. Think of her face when you tell her.
I am thinking about it.
Aunt
I've
May?
waited for that
Is that what
chance
they
for
said?
30 years.
Here she is, girl.
Oh, thank you, Cousin. Well, come on. Here's your prairie schooner.
All aboard.
Oh, Granny.
All aboard.
Go on.
All aboard the crazy train.
Bye, Granny. Goodbye.
We'll be going off the
I'll
rails.
be waiting for you in those movie pictures. Don't tell Mattie. You know, my eyes are not as good as they used to be, but my ears are all right. So you remember, talk up good and loud.
All aboard.
You better wave to me from up there.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. I'm on the big screen.
Bye.
Or the little screen if you're on your cell phone.
Do you want to go home now?
I don't want to, but I will.
Hollywood, the beckoning El Dorado, metropolis of make-believe in the California hills. Diving boards, swimming pools, movie stars. The luxuries of the 20th century at its finest. All aboard the bus to Los Angeles. And the train to Los Angeles. And the plane to Los Angeles. And the Chinese theater to Los Angeles. Is that Grauman's Chinese Theater? Looks like it. Crazy hooligans. Stepping in wet cement. Too bad I didn't catch it before it dried. So many people. Nope. My feet are different. My shoes are different, rather. Weekly, lodge rooms, running water, no cowboys, convenient to all studios. No cowboys. Are you a cowboy? No, you're in. Do I look like I have hair to you?
Good afternoon.
Day, week, or month?
Well, it's a little hard to say. You see, I'm going into the movies.
Well, you better take it for a week. It'll break your jump to Beverly Hills.
Are all the studios really near here?
All except Gaumont British.
I suppose the best way to get a job is to go straight to the studios, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't any illusions, you know. I'm perfectly willing to begin with a little bit of a part, or even as an extra.
$6, please, in advance.
Oh.
$6 for a week of stay? Or no? Can't be. This Esther Blodgett. Your application for extra work received. All extra talent is engaged by the studio, as by all other major studios. Central casting. You understand figures? Wow. There's a gender wage gap. Alright, see you in a bit, Rosie Girls.
I beg your pardon. I'd like to register for extra work.
How long have you been in Hollywood?
Well,
One
it's
day.
about a month now.
Oh.
We haven't put anyone on our books for over 2 years. Come here. I'd like to show you something.
It's our books. You see? 2 years. I told you so.
Try later, central casting. Try later, central. Try later, central casting.
Every time you see one of those little lights flash, it's somebody asking for a job. Every time you hear them say try later, it means there isn't any job. You can't keep the girls at the switchboard long. They go crazy. Every one of those little lights thought it was going to be a star. Still want to go in the movies?
I just want to crush your hopes and dreams as gently as possible. Now get out of here and
You know
never
what
come
your
back.
chances are? 1 in
Zero.
100,000.
100,000? Where did you get that number? So you're telling me there's a chance?
But maybe I'm that one.
Maybe I'm that one.
Any phone calls for me, Mr. Randall?
Oh,
Of
no.
course not.
Jesse Lasky and Sammy Goldwyn must be writing letters instead. How's the luck today?
And there wasn't any.
Maybe you don't go at it in the right way. I
Yeah.
think Danny McGuire here. He knows the ropes. Don't you, Danny?
Sure, I've had him around my neck for years.
Hey, it's that guy.
What? Oh, Miss Blodgett. Danny McGuire.
I recognize the voice.
How do you do?
Mr. McGuire is a big director.
Disney movies.
Oh,
Like
are
Robin
you
Hood,
really?
I think. like the animated.
Could you possibly use me in a picture, Mr. McGuire? Of course, I haven't had much experience, but I don't think that really matters if you're willing. And I
Now
really
listen,
feel that...
lady. In the first place, I'm not a director. I'm an assistant director. In the second place, if I had any jobs to give away, I'd confer one on myself. And in the third place, you should have stayed back home in the first place.
You tell her.
Oh, now look what you've done.
Hey,
Oh,
wait
now
a
she's
minute.
mad at us telling her
Hey,
off.
don't
Who would
be
have
that
thought?
way. Don't do that. Gosh, I didn't mean to get tough, but a guy thinks he's being kidded when somebody asks him for a job and he hasn't got one for himself. After all, I'm not a big enough shot to hurt your feelings.
I'm sorry. It
What?
wasn't just that.
Anyone
it was
can
a
hurt
lot of
people's
things.
feelings.
Looking for a job every day and never getting any nearer to it. I think
the
I
people let
began to
them.
get a little scared.
I know. Lady, do I know. Well, there's only one thing to do for that feeling when you're tired and sunk and down to your last nickel. Come on and I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, I thought I was going to say, get you a job.
Last nickel. I still got $11 left.
$11? You're gonna buy me a drink. Come on.
I think she's being taken advantage of.
That's right, George. There's nothing like a little rum to take away that milk flavor.
Jaden, welcome. Good to see you.
I beg your pardon.
Certainly.
Oh boy, milk. My favorite.
And when I sign my contract, the first thing I'm going to do is see that you direct every picture I'm in.
That's my pal.
Of course, I'm going to be perfectly nice about it, but I'll just insist.
Now that's the way to talk.
What?
Don't let them lick you.
Oh, I should say they can't lick me. If they try anything like that, well, I just won't sign.
Now that's right. What have you got to lose?
Just don't
Another
sign
one of
perfect.
these and we'll open our own studio.
Well, I mean, I have fancy headphones, but I like these because they don't block out outside noise.
Submit without further delay.
They're nice and
Me.
lightweight, they're comfortable, and they don't block outside noise. And they're cheap, which is good. I'm just gonna rip that up now. Perfect. Who needs a trash bin?
Fifth race. Tri-cam. Who's riding tri-cam?
When I can just throw it on the floor. I'm going bowling? Oh.
Hey, the
To
program's
evacuate
gonna be
during
swell tonight.
streaming?
Now you take this fella Beethoven. I'm a pushover.
I've
for
had to
him.
take a break and
And
use the
Chopin?
restroom.
Well, he's not so dusty
That's an
either.
evacuation of
But
some
I kind
sorts.
of wish that once in a while they'd play something you could sort of go out whistling, you know, like blood on the saddle, blood on.
What?
Well, there's a tune. Hey, why don't you throw your hat in the air or something, can't you? This is a celebration. My job starts tomorrow.
I know it does, and I think it's swell, Danny.
Gee, I wish you were in on it, too. But oh no, it would have to
Oh,
be a
just
war
bags.
picture. One of those big
Exclamation point
novelty
bags.
numbers, a war picture without any beautiful women at the front. Oh well, something will happen soon.
Maybe.
Why don't you go home, kid?
Oh, Danny, I can't do that. I came here, and I've got to stay.
Well, now, if it's on account of money, I can...
Oh, thanks. You've given me enough already. Anyhow, this is no time to be worrying. This is a party.
The party.
Look at all the people. Everybody in the world.
Look at all the people.
Look. That's Norman Maine.
Norman, Maine.
And he seems to have had that one extra cocktail.
I wonder if that will be significant.
Oh, thank you.
Sit down, you dope. That's for the orchestra leader.
All right. Hello, Norman.
Hi, Norman. How are you doing?
Mr. Maine, put your arm around Miss Regis.
Arlo, this is
The Hollywood Bowl.
Can I get a flash
Oh,
photography
afraid
in
of
this show
crowds.
here?
Go on, get out. What's the matter? You getting too big to bother with photographers? Don't want any pictures taken now. Oh, is that so? Well, supposing I take it anyway. If you do, I'll shove that brownie number 2 of yours down your throat. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Norman, stop it! Stop it!
Two shows they've come for.
Normie, come back and sit down. Everybody's laughing at you.
all right. Hi, Norman.
Is he always like that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
suppose he has to sleep sometime.
Oh, and he's so wonderful on the screen.
I'm trying to listen to the thingy. Norman Maine, shush me. Dear Granny, Norman Maine shushed me at the theater after making a fool of himself. I cannot read that. And thanks again, dear Granny, for... Okay.
Come in. Hello, Danny. What's the matter?
Well, believe it or not, I got a job for you.
Danny, that's wonderful. When do I go to the studio?
Well, you don't exactly go to the studio.
Oh, it's on location.
Well, it's not exactly on location.
But of course, I haven't any makeup. Will you tell me what to get and sort of help me put it on?
Well, you don't exactly need any makeup. You see, it's
You're
not
gonna be flipping
really
burgers.
a picture job. Well, it's being a waitress.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of a picture job if you look at it right.
What?
You said it was a waitress.
Well, it's waitressing for Casey Burke, the big director over at our studio. He's giving a party tonight to kind of celebrate on account of finishing the picture, and he wanted me to get him an extra waitress, and it's $5. And I thought of you right away, Esther.
That was awfully sweet of you, Danny.
$5, nice.
Well, there's going to be a lot of big people at Burke's house tonight, and I'll bet you there's any number of big directors, and if you're there, maybe they'll notice you.
I could make them notice me.
Sure you could, Esther. It's your chance.
Just wear it a little bit lower cut.
All right, Daddy,
Pitch it
I'll
up
do it.
a little bit higher. They'll notice
I
me.
have nothing I think to wear.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's
You don't
apparently
think
how
the
people
wardrobe
think.
department's right next to my office for nothing, do you? A perfect fit.
Slushy. Alcoholic beverage? Oh, yeah, so don't mind if I
Did you
do.
get to the preview last night? I did.
Yeah, they'll notice you.
Would you like a little hors d'oeuvres? They are very nice.
Thanks. What did you think of the picture?
We should have saved it for Thanksgiving. What?
Oh my
Will you
goodness.
have some hors d'oeuvres? You do like hors d'oeuvres, don't you? I don't think there's anything so enjoyable as hors d'oeuvres before supper, and these are rarely delightful.
Oh my gosh. But I wanted an hors d'oeuvre.
And at the finish, the kid turns around and sings the lullaby to its mother.
Pardon the big boy, but would you like a little hors d'oeuvre? They say they're the best in town.
Don't tell me. I know. Mae West. That's a great twist. But where are you going to find a 2-month-old baby that can sing?
Hello, Oliver.
Oh, hello, Casey.
If you want to fire me now, wait till you see the picture. I'm not a director anymore. I'm a male nurse.
What's the matter with the picture?
A male
By
nurse.
the name of Norman Maine. His work is beginning to interfere with his drinking. Oliver, don't tell me I'm to direct his next picture, too.
You sure the volume of the movie is
We're my
okay?
favorite producer.
Now, wait a minute. You just go right on with your directing. I'll take care of these stars. I know how to handle them. I had a serious talk with Norman after that Hollywood Bowl occurrence, and you don't have to worry any more about his behavior.
Excuse me, Mr. Niles. Mr. Libby of your publicity department is on the telephone. He says it's most important, sir.
Most important.
Mr. Maine.
Thank you.
Mr. Maine is on the phone. Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's probably just some little thing.
Of course, Oliver. I'll turn on the radio and see if they've called out the National Guard yet.
Hello, Libby. What's the good word?
Mr. Norman Maine, America's Prince Charming, was apprehended driving an ambulance down Wilshire Boulevard with a siren going full blast. He explained he was a tree surgeon on a maternity case.
Well, will it be in the papers?
No, it won't be in the papers. But that's a nice, expensive hobby of yours, keeping Mr. Maine's informal entertainments out of the public press.
Oh, that's
Informal
fine.
entertainments?
Try
Wow.
and see that no one gets to Norman. He's probably home sleeping it off.
Oliver. Why can't you forget those dopes at the studio for one night? Business all the time. I don't know what's going to become of you.
Norman, why didn't you call for me?
Well, by darling, why didn't I call for you?
In case you've forgotten, I was supposed to come here with you.
Oh, that's all right. I got here without any trouble.
The only reason I don't slap your face.
Yes, darling.
Without any trouble indeed.
Hello, John.
Oh, hello, man.
What's the matter with Oliver? He looks as if he'd had bad news.
Hello, Mary. What's the matter, old boy? Maybe I'm wrong. I guess I've been drinking too much lately.
Oh, you ought to cut it down. It's bad stuff. Scotch and soda.
It's bad stuff. Give me some booze.
Come on. The word, you know, is pronounced when.
Bad dialogue, Oliver.
Bad dialogue indeed. Oh, Oliver.
Soda.
I'll never be a writer. That bad dialogue.
Thank you. Go ahead and say it. I've got it coming to me.
Don't make it tougher on me, Norman. I don't want to stand here and preach, but take a look at my side of it. I'm trying to make pictures with you.
I know. Costs are going up and the grosses are going down.
No, it isn't that. I've made lots of money with you, and I can afford to take a loss. But I hate to see you going the way of so many others.
Why don't you get Lloyd's to insure you against me?
You can't get insurance against a man forgetting who he is. You're a great star, Norman, but there's nobody so big that he can afford to have people refuse to work with him.
Who doesn't want to work with me? You...
Quiet.
Listen, I know plenty of people who do.
Yes, and so do I. But your real friends can't stand seeing you start to fall apart.
What do you mean by that?
The first signs are always the same. Not being able to remember your lines. Cameraman struggling to cover your hangovers. And all because you have to have a good time. Every day and every night. Listen, I've warned you for a long time,
Okay,
Norman.
Oliver, you're a swell guy. You won't lose any money on me. I'll promise you that. I'll be ready for the curtains when the time comes. When it does, here's my epitaph.
Good for amusement only.
And now I think I'll have a little drink.
But he still has a drink that he just
soda.
set down. You again?
Scotch and soda.
But you just put one down over there.
Come on.
You didn't drink the other one.
A little soda?
Caviar?
No, thanks. Yes, pardon me. Ah, lovely.
So it begins.
No, I mean the caviar. No, don't go away. I'm starving. Huh? Really. Which would you take?
Well, I don't know.
You know? Oh, I don't know either. It's hard to choose. Well, I think I'll take caviar.
Mr. Maine doesn't care for any more. Do you, Normie?
No. No, Normie doesn't care for any more. I think I shall get very drunk indeed.
Give me a scotch and soda. Another one?
Scotch and soda.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I had something.
You still have the other one, too. And set it down on the pinball machine.
Oh.
Mind if I help?
Won't they miss you?
Oh, no. They'll just look under the table, and when they see I'm not there, they'll forget the whole matter. Hey,
Oh, yes, that's how it works.
What's your name?
Esther Blodgett.
My name's Maine.
I know.
You What's so funny?
I was just thinking about all your fans and how surprised they seem to see you here helping me.
Oh, they don't know my final
Oh, man.
You'd be pretty envious of me. You're a person.
You do. Well, tell me, are you disappointed?
Straws are dangerous.
Yes.
Yellow Kazoo, welcome.
Done it.
Oh, never mind that. That makes the room look lived in. Tell me, why are you disappointed?
I was sitting behind you at the Hollywood Bowl the night you didn't want to be photographed.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm told I
Just
crept
break
into
a
many
plate.
a heart that night.
I can never explain this.
Yep.
You know, you have very pretty hair,
You better get out of here.
and a sensitive mouth, and a charming little dimple.
Precisely why are you here instead of with the rest of the guests?
I'm just trying to be helpful.
I see. Are you sure there's no other attraction?
Well, it might be that my old mania for putting plates away is coming back on me.
Plate
Well,
putting
well,
away
I always
mania.
know where I can find you. If there's a pretty girl around.
It's not only odd, it's embarrassing.
You're being deliberately insulting, Norman. I've put up with this for long enough.
dear, don't lose your temper. Remember, we must try to keep the voice low. I know you'll excuse us if we go on with our work.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now see what you've done.
What? What the heck?
Help me up.
Are you hurt?
No more than usual. Come on, the wolves are on us. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, I can't. The dishes aren't finished.
Oh, yes, they are.
Uh-huh. Alright, we've got a welcome. And Purple Fire welcome as well.
Well, I bet I know what you're going to say now.
What?
Good night.
Good night and thanks.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you realize that all I found out about you is that you're foolish enough to want to go into pictures?
But why is it foolish? Look at you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, I'd rather like to go into
Oh, no, yeah. The new name is the Tea Lounge.
Oh, that's awfully nice.
Just the one account.
Why don't we go on up to my place and talk more?
Oh,
We're
no.
now
Thank you very much, but
fully tea
I wanted to
themed
say good night.
Good night.
with
But you're not
with
angry.
tea related things.
I'm hungry.
Well, why don't you go and get something to eat?
Go get something to eat if you're hungry.
Good night, Miss Blodgett.
Good night, Mr. Maine.
Mr. Maine.
Peter.
Bring the volume up just a little.
See you to your door.
At least I could do a see her to your door.
Will I see you again?
I hope so.
Has anyone ever told you that you're lovely? Well, now you know.
Only my grandmother.
It's
Never find when I stream. Yeah.
it's hard to say, but
Are you not on my Discord?
I'll say it anyway.
I post every time I go live.
You know, I'm a
If you're not on there, you should join.
You know, in private life, well, you know. But whatever I do, I still respect, love
still
your
respect. Oh, it's fair.
And you're lovely.
And you're lovely.
You understand?
Even though you only have half a face.
Yes, I think I do.
And it isn't that bump on the head that's doing this.
Well, I'm glad.
Uh-oh. Permission first. Slap.
Good night.
Good night.
Don't use Discord. I gotcha. I gotcha. Well, I'm glad that you have found a stream again.
One more look.
Go away. Quite impossible. I wouldn't even consider it. Oh, no, no.
Oh, and I brought the chatbot over to Twitch finally as well. So you can check how many tea bags you have.
Hello?
With
Who is it?
exclamation point
Who?
bags.
Norman? What have you
And
done
here's
now?
10 for everyone
You're
right now,
not engaged,
apparently.
are you? Oh. Yes, I see. Oh, it's that again. I see. She's beautiful. Yeah, I know. You want me to give
There's
her a
100
screen
more
test.
tea bags to everybody.
Yeah, certainly. She's got wonderful possibilities. Oh, you know she's got something. Well, you knew all the other ones had something, too.
Something indeed.
Oh, no. I tell you, Oliver, she's got that sincerity and honestness.
Just a little more.
Sincerity and honestness that makes great actresses. Oliver, I am so sure of this girl that I want to take the test with her myself. Listen, Oliver, you've worked hard. You're entitled to a break. You get...
And wake up, Oliver.
I heard you. Anything. Anything. Yes, yes.
Yes. Oliver, look. You try to get a little sleep now, old man. Right.
I just woke you up to say,
boy.
get some sleep.
Good night.
Real tea. Ooh. You know, I don't think so at the moment, but you can do various things. A list of which is in the Discord. You really should join Discord. But like, for example, this.
Hey, Oliver, come on,
He's always so drunk. Going to bed with a champagne bottle? You may download it. Nice. These are numbers that exist. For 9 her? I don't remember the number. I'm going to grab this book. Upside down. Yeah. Well, I like Discord. It is certainly has its benefits.
Yes?
Telephone.
For me?
Some drunk trying to be funny says he's Norman Maine.
Oh, thanks. I'll be right down.
Miss Blodgett, would you give him a message for me? Tell him it's 3 o'clock in the morning!
Hello? What? Oh. 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 Oh, yes. I'll be there. Oh, thank you.
Let's just hang up.
Daddy, what do you think? I'm going to take a test tomorrow, and Norman Main's helping me do it.
I'm taking one, too.
She just go into
Garble's
his room.
assisting me.
Wow.
Oh.
What the heck? Dress as fitted. Esther Blodgett.
Move that gobo in. Put a silk on that broad. No, the Yankees.
Fire,
Is this right to heart for you, Hanley? Okay, but cut down on your back leg. Put a double on that 90. That's it.
I don't know about that hat, lady.
Pull down on that 150.
Candle leader, welcome. Good to see you.
Get pulled down on that 150.
I'm just gonna flick you in the nose.
Okay.
Keep the bugs away. On Earth. A job well done.
Bring me an apple box. Listen, gentlemen, please, if you don't mind. This is just a test. Ready, Mr. Burke?
All ready, Mr. Burke. Ready, Mr. Burke.
Ready now, Mr. Burke.
All ready, Mr. Burke.
Ready now, Mr. Burke.
All ready, Mr. Burke.
We're ready, Mr. Burke.
All right, let's take it.
Talking of him, indeed.
Ready, Norman? Yeah.
Quiet, ready, Mr. Burke.
What's your name?
You'll soon know your name, Esther. The whole world's going to know it.
But I'm so scared. Maybe I better not try it today.
Oh, come on, now don't be foolish. They all had to go through this. Harlow, Lombard, Myrna Loy, and now...
Even Myrna Loy?
All right. I'm ready.
This is a take. Roll 'em. Quiet. Hey.
Esther Victoria Blodgett.
I may as well tell you that my whole organization thinks I've gone a little nuts to sign you. Well, maybe they're right. I've been nuts before. You see, all the experts
Is that
seem
the
to
lady
think
that
that
said
your
they didn't
type is a
work?
little mild for present-day taste. But I rather believe that tastes change, like eyebrows. And I think that also like eyebrows, tastes are going back to the natural. You look like a nice girl.
What?
I think I'm going to like you. That's not important.
More people than ever shave their eyebrows off and
That is
draw them
important.
back on.
Yes. I see what you mean. I mean, I know it is.
Only don't think it's going to be easy. Nothing you really want is ever given away free. You have to pay for it. And usually with your heart.
Someone else told me that once.
But you still have to work it out for yourself. Oh, well, all this is just a long way of saying, I'm glad you're with us and good luck to you. And now I'm going to turn you over to our demon press agent, Libby. Don't let him frighten you. He has a heart of gold, only
Libby.
harder. And for the love of Pete, learn to close your mouth and keep it closed, even in your love scenes.
Wow.
Are you a Russian?
No, I was born in Fillmore, North Dakota.
Oh, no. First saw light of day in a mountain cabin, a trapper's hut,
In a
high
mountain
up in
cabin.
the Rockies. Go on.
Well, I always wanted to be an actress.
Dreamed of footlights as Lonely Kitty. Are you sure there's no Russian in your family?
Positive.
That's a shame. Well, what does your father do?
He's a farmer.
Social registerite father. Fed up with hypocrisies of 400, sought wilderness for consolation. There amidst the mountain flowers, he raised
Spin
another
doctor.
blossom. His lovely little daughter. What's your name?
Esther Victoria Blodgett.
I give up.
Greatly appreciating your attention to this matter, very truly.
Do you know what her name is? Esther Victoria Blodgett.
Hey, we'll have to do something about that right away.
Esther Victoria Blodgett.
Well, that Blodgett's definitely out. Let's see, Esther Victoria, Vicky. How about Vicky?
Oh, I think that's terribly cute.
Let's see, Vicky. Vicky what?
Vicky, pronounced Vicky.
See, Esther, Bester, Sester, Dester, Fester.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Vicky Fester?
Dester, Hester, Dester, Lester. Vicky Lester.
Oh, I like that.
Say it.
Vicky Lester.
Say it again.
Vicky Lester.
Say it again.
Vicky Lester.
Say it.
Vicky Lester.
Say Vicky Lester. Vicky Lester.
Vicky Lester.
Vicky Lester.
Vicky Lester.
Flash.
Vicky Lester.
Oliver Nile Studio discovers new starlet, a Cinderella of the Rockies.
Cinderella
Her name
of the Rockies.
is Vicky Lester. Those who have peeped tell me she couldn't be more divine. The face of an angel and such natural talents. Her voice is a symphony. Her very walk, they tell me, is enough to drive men mad.
Mad, I tell you, mad.
Not that way. Get the lead out of your feet. Lift them up. That's better. It's terrible, but it's better.
The quality
Oh, wow.
of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven.
Cease. Through the mouth, my child, through the mouth. The nose is for smelling roses.
What?
Proceed.
Wow.
Does she have to look surprised all the time? Anyway, it's just a rough sketch.
Pretty small mouth, eh?
Oh, okay. They're doing tests.
Oh, well.
Give her that Crawford smear.
What?
This'll give her that Dietrich. Yeah. We're on the wrong track. She still looks surprised.
Listen, dress people. We're shooting on the set this morning, not in the commissary. Now, come on, snap into it.
Acme Trucking Company? No. Mr. Smith is not in. Acme Trucking Company. No. Mr. Smith is not in.
That's how she's going to deliver
Good
that
morning.
line?
What can I bring you, Mr. Maine? That
Maybe,
just shows
maybe.
how long you've been here.
Neighbor, bless you. How soon are you and I going to be married, huh?
I don't know. You'll have to ask my mother.
I'm going to crack an egg into a glass and then drink it with salt
Acme Trucking Company? No. Mr. Smith
and
is
pepper
not in. Acme
and
Trucking
hot
Company.
sauce.
No, Mr. Smith is not in. Acme? No, Smith ain't in. Acme Trucking Company.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Smith, please.
Mr. Smith is not. Oh, Norman.
What's wrong between you and Smith?
Of course, it's only one line, but it's in the picture.
So it's ambition that made you break that date with me last night.
Well, I had to be here so early this morning, and
So did I. I had to stay up all night to make it.
you've started your picture, haven't you?
No, we're still in the testing stage. You can't seem to get the right girl for the lead.
Gee, you'd think with all the girls there are that...
Yeah, no, but this one's got to be different. She's got to be little and cute and sweet and intelligent.
And hey, how about you?
It'll blow me down.
What?
Well, close my tired old eyes.
What is it?
Hold everything. Come on. Come on.
And you've been through the whole casting directory.
I'll work day and night, Mr. Niles.
And I'll work with her, Oliver.
And I can be mean or nasty or anything you want, Mr. Niles.
If she clicks, Oliver, you've got a star overnight.
A star overnight?
Okay.
Dare you say a star would be born? Hmm? You are about to see the preview of a picture that has not been finally edited. Your opinion will be appreciated. Please mail comment cards. Norman Maine in The Enchanted Hour. Introducing Vicky Lester. Vicky Lester! Vicky Lester!
Wait till you hear them at the end of the picture.
Cross your fingers. When the world tripped politely to the genteel music of spinets. What?
Do you think we were noticed?
By no one. They're much too busy playing at croquet.
Ah, croquet. Good old croquet.
I've loved you all my life.
But we only met 2 days ago.
That's when my life began.
Wow. Earth. Preview Tonati. It's not how you spell tonight.
Ain't she cute? You know, I think she's the same type I am, don't you? I think she's sweet.
Well, it's Vicky Lester's picture, all right.
I think she was much better than he was. These producers are so horribly dumb. They won't know how good she is.
Well, maybe it's because she's a good girl. No, Maine's not so bad, but it's Vicky Lester they'll go to see.
Isn't she, darling? I think
Vicky
she's the
Lester,
prettiest
Vicky
little girl I've
Lester.
ever seen.
The knockout, Libby.
You might mention that when you write your review.
When you write your review, yeah.
Didn't you like Norman Maine?
Was he in it? Libby, I'm afraid we have another hit. Huh?
It's in the bag, neatly tied up with beautiful pink ribbons.
Say, where are Norman and Vicky?
I don't know. I thought you had them.
I wish they'd come. We're having a
Norman
party at the
Maine.
Trocadero.
Oh, looks like they're sneaking
Really
out the
running away
back.
from people. Norman, it's so exciting,
So new. A star is born.
Come on, son.
That's the movie title. Roll credits.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Crazy quilt.
Oh. It's a carpet that's spread for you. It's all yours from now on, you know? Come, Esther. You're a success. You'll have everything in the world you want.
Everything in the world.
I hope it'll make you happy.
Hasn't it you?
But then there was one thing I never had.
Happiness
Lots of
doesn't come
times
from a bottle.
I told myself I'd found it, but I always knew I was lying. Still, I never stopped looking for it.
Maybe it'll come.
Well, I think it has come, Esther. I only wish it went too late.
Oh, but it's not too late.
It's never too late.
No, you can't throw away your life the way I've thrown away mine and have anything left that's good enough. No.
You can. Norman, you can.
You mustn't tell me that, Esther.
But you
I'm
can
so
throw
afraid
away
I'll
your life.
Believe it.
Oh. Oh, Vicky Lester.
Get him, Garcia.
They're punching
Shoot
each
your right.
other.
Swell, isn't it?
Lovely.
What's Garcia getting?
Left hook, left hook.
Can't you hear me, Garcia? Shoot your right!
You'll shoot your eyes out.
He's down! Garcia got him! Garcia got him!
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, but he'll be up, though. You like it?
He made the punch
Like me?
thingy happen.
Sure I do.
Boom. That reminds me, will you marry me?
No, thank you.
Come on, gosh, you finish him. Why won't you marry him?
Dependable.
Hey, shoot your right!
Throw away your money.
Break him up in there, break him up.
Drink so much.
Well, suppose I quit drinking.
Yes?
Come on, gosh, you shoot the right in there, the right! Suppose I save my money.
Yes?
There he goes, let him have it! Suppose I became absolutely dependable on all occasions.
Yes?
Double knockout?
Hey, gotcha, he's got him!
Not a double knockout.
Got him!
He certainly did.
Gee, that was a beautiful fight.
Norman,
What there?
hold that to me if I said I'd marry you?
No, certainly not. I was just supposing.
I was just supposing. I don't want to marry ya. That'd
We're
be
going to
silly
be married.
talk. Oh, they're going to be married now.
Guess I didn't read that line right. I'll try it again. We are going to be married.
Both of us.
Yeah, to
Both
each
of
other.
us.
What do you think of that?
Well, when? Where?
Well, we thought we'd elope in the conventional manner.
No, in a conventional elope.
What's the matter?
Yes.
Trying to decide whether it's good for the studio.
One might
it?
say that
It
eloping is not
And
conventional.
bless you, my children. When's it going to happen?
Oh, we thought we'd just sneak out sometime.
We're not
You know,
telling
so-
anyone but you.
Listen to this. The screen's ideal romance blossomed into breathtaking reality today when Vicki Lester and Norman Maine, America's dream lovers, slipped quietly through the portals of holy matrimony. How does it sound?
Horrible.
But you see, we're going to elope.
Sure you are. It'll be the biggest elopement this town ever saw. We'll get a tie-up with the Army, have you escorted all the way down to Yuma by 20 of their new bombing planes.
All the way down
He
to
going with us?
Yuma?
Don't you think we can work this thing out better alone? No sense in bothering the happy couple with all the details. I'll
All
see
the
to it that you get a
details.
carbon copy of the whole layout.
I can hardly
The
wait.
whole layout.
I'm sorry, we didn't realize that we were in the way. While you're settling the details, you don't mind if I take this woman out and buy her a ring, do you?
Sure, go ahead. We want everything legal. That's a charming match. A nice girl like Vicky, and public nuisance #1.
Now, wait a minute, Libby. Norman's all right. And if you'll pardon my pointing, Vicky's business is her own. It doesn't require any comments.
I wasn't making any comments. I just said it was a rotten shame.
So go ahead and plan the elopement.
Oh, that elopement stuff is out. You can't get any scope in that. We're going to have a wedding. Where'll we have it?
Customary place, I believe, is a church.
Nah, it's been done. This has got to be something big. The beach. I can visualize it. The bridesmaids. in bathing
Visionize?
suits. 20,000 Santa Monica school children spelling out the word love.
Have you ever tried to rent
It's a novelty, but
20,000
is it
school
big enough?
children? It's
Why
not
not
as
the
easy
City
as you
Hall?
might think.
A police escort of every motorcycle cop in town. Sirens screaming, confetti pouring out of buildings like the Lindbergh reception in New York, only on a big scale.
And without the explosions.
What's the matter? Isn't it big enough?
And now if any man can show just cause why these two may not be lawfully joined together, let him now speak or else hereafter forever hold his peace.
It's because I'm in
Do
jail.
you, Alfred Henkel, take this woman as your lawful wedded wife? Will you love, comfort, honor, and keep her in sickness and health as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Do you, I beg your pardon, do you, Esther Blodgett, take this man as your lawful wedded husband? Will you obey, serve, love, honor, and keep him in sickness and health as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Place the ring on her finger. Hurry, please. Now, by virtues of the power invested in me as Justice of the Peace of San Bardo Township, County of Los Angeles, I pronounce you man and wife.
They're married now, pretty much. Whoa.
Quiet! And now I must exercise my prerogative of office. I hope you'll be very happy,
What?
Mrs. Hinkle.
Prerogative of office is to kiss
you,
the
sir.
bride?
Thank you very much.
What?
Now, if you'll please sign
Since
the license.
when?
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
You know, Mrs. Hinkle, I can't help but believe I've seen you somewhere
Now
before.
it's time for prima
Oh, really?
nocta.
Well,
It's like,
I
what the
believe this is
crap?
the first time I've ever been in San Vado.
You know, your face is familiar too,
Really?
Mr. Hinkle.
There
I
you are,
was-
sir. Thank you very much.
Here's your Thank you, receipt. Sir.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you again.
Yes, goodbye.
No, I don't mean I'll see. Oh.
Yeah, I think he got by with it.
But it was close. That JP was just beginning to remember where he'd seen us.
Well, anyway, we got away from Libby.
Got away from Libby.
If you will be kind enough to glance between my shoulder blades, Mr. and Mrs. Henkel, you will find there a knife buried to the hilt. On the handle are your initials.
Lovely to have seen you, Libby. Hold him, Danny.
Hold him. I'm not even gonna struggle.
There go a couple of rats I raised from mice.
Well, they got a right to get married, haven't they?
I haven't got any right to double-cross the public, and I haven't done it yet.
Hey!
People versus Porky Washington, who is charged with violating Section 600.
Young man, you're in contempt of court.
Operator, get me the Los Angeles Tribune.
I've a good mind to put you under arrest.
Wait till I make the score. You wait, too.
What?
Tribune, give me the city desk. Johnny, this is Matt Libby. I got a flash for you. Norman Maine and Vicky Lester were married at 2:30 this afternoon.
Vicky Lester? Court recess.
What? What? No! That is not what happened. On Earth. 1937 this movie was made. That's crazy.
Give me a horse, a great big horse, a great big buckaroo, and let
Cooking
me walk.
while driving?
Wahoo!
What? That is so not safe.
Wahoo!
So not safe. I suffered third-degree burns all over my arms. I'd have no more career.
Wahoo!
Hey, Wahoo. I don't want to sound immodest, but I think
not a
I've
hot
stripped the
pan.
gear.
Well, sit down, won't you, and let's get acquainted. We'll probably be seeing quite a bit of each other from now on.
Well, might just as well break the ice now as later.
They're smooching again.
Now we're old friends. Say, have I got time for a shower before dinner?
Plenty, if you can find the shower.
I never can remember where that thing is. Does it pull out or slide under?
Here, I think I can find it. No, it's the linen closet. Here it is.
Nice work.
Oh, half the time those things are just luck. I'll see if I can disinfect this steak.
No. No.
Yes, there's no soap.
Here.
Thank you. Oh, and that's,
Yes, dear?
I'll need a washcloth.
How you fix the cigarettes?
And you know I never smoke underwater.
Underwater?
Hey, what do I do to make this thing work?
Pull that gadget at the top and pray for rain.
Well,
It looks so cramped.
I can't reach it. I can't get my hands up.
If you've gone in there with your arms down, you'll never get your bat. Unless you're a contortionist.
Yeah, well, I'm not a contortionist, and don't throw that up to me now. You knew it when you married me. Will you close this door, please?
Thank you.
What a tight fit shower. What? Uh-oh. They're blocking the road.
Norman, here comes the car.
You got it. Huh?
Here, quick.
Quick what?
Quick, go out and stop them and ask for help.
Oh, I'll catch cold.
Oh, you'll get warm again.
Stop them and ask for help.
They'll recognize me.
Now, if you keep your face down, go on. There may not be another car for a week.
Well,
Howdy, partner.
howdy.
Stuck?
Yeah, how'd you guess it? Can you get us some help?
Well, I reckon not. You know, it's a long way to town. We're pretty busy down at the place.
Well, I gotta get out of here. I've got my wife with me.
Does she like the country?
No, and we're short of food.
There's a lot of game in them woods.
You know, well, my wife can't shoot.
Well, you're sure up against it. Sorry I can't do anything for you.
Well,
wait,
see you
listen,
later
I'll
to die.
be frank with you. I'm Norman Maine.
Who?
Norman Maine.
Well, my name's Judd Baker. Glad to have met you. Well, so long.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen, you don't...
So you're Norman Maine.
Don't you start it. The fancy male and star has stopped gargling the grog and is now taking a non-alcoholic honeymoon. But why do friends think the bride came about? As performs it's too late as far as your
I got
is
my
concerned.
prestige to look out for. I'm supposed to be the best publicity man in the racket, and they laugh themselves sick when I even try to get a decent mention of Maine.
Yes, I know how sensitive you are, Libby, and I don't like to see your feelings hurt.
Thanks, boss. Now, Vicky, there's a dish for free space. But if Maine swam across the Pacific, the papers would keep it a secret. Well, the exhibitors don't like him, the critics don't like him, the public don't like him,
and I don't
like him.
Ah, called it. Called it. It's quite the house.
Oh, but
Quite the
darling,
yard.
this is almost too much of a surprise. And there I was in my touching innocence, thinking we were going to live at the beach house.
Oh, we'll still keep the place at Malibu. But this is special. This is our castle. It used to be in the air, you know? Well, we'll never use any ugly words like contracts and pictures and careers. When we come in those gates, we'll check the studio outside. Come on, I got another little surprise for you.
Another little surprise. Swans, oh, that is a little surprise. It's a swimming pool.
Oh, Norman, it's lovely.
So are you lovely. The whole world's lovely.
They're kissing again.
Hey, hold it!
Hey, hold it.
That's it. Caption: their honeymoon never ends. All right, let's get some pictures. Now, if the bride will sit here and the groom stand behind her, we'll have something unique.
But you said no contracts, no pictures, no any of
Now
that
let's
talk.
go after something different. You sit down and she'll stand up.
Pretty radical, isn't it?
Yeah, but in a nice way. Okay, Otto, fire. Caption: their honeymoon begins anew.
Uh-huh.
Ah, the producer. Caption: their honeymoon ceases abruptly. Hello, Oliver, glad to see you.
No, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
Vicky, how well you're looking.
Hello, Oliver.
Am I interrupting? Yes, thank you.
Just want a couple more pictures.
That's enough of both of them. What they're asking for is exclusives of Miss Lester. Alone.
Oh, I see. Well, come on, Oliver, let you and me get exclusive.
See you later, Vicky.
Oh, don't worry, Otto. My camera smashing days are over.
They ain't your only days that are over. Oh, hold that, Miss Lester.
Gorgeous.
Well, Oliver, how's the dividend situation?
Very pleasant. I think we'll show $2 million on the next quarter.
Oh, God.
$2 million,
Smart
huh?
move of mine to sell my stock, eh? Oh, well, when you need money, you need it.
Well, some people save up for just such an event. You know, there's bound to be a rainy day occasionally.
Yeah, but as a citizen of California, I've always refused to admit that.
Yes, I know, but still it does rain.
Well, anyway, you can thank me for some of those dividends of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't you?
Oh, sure, sure.
That was a little too quick, Oliver. What's the matter? The Enchanted Hour was a smash hit, wasn't it?
Well, it made Vicky a star overnight.
Yes, it should have. What about me?
Oh, let's talk about business at the office, Norman. Beautiful pool you have here. Beautiful.
Oh, now let's talk about it here. Didn't they like me?
Well, maybe the pot wasn't just right.
That was the best part of the year. Look, Oliver. You think I'm slipping?
Can you
Oh,
take
yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
it? The tense is wrong. You're not slipping. You've slipped.
You've slipped.
My fan mail's still big. Norman. Fans will write to anybody for a photograph. It only costs 3 cents for a stamp, and that makes photographs cheaper than wallpaper. But every 25 cents they pay for a theater ticket buys them the right to be a critic. And your last 2 performances, Norman, have not pleased your critics.
I wish.
You remember I told you I'd be ready for the curtains when the time came? Here it is.
I didn't think it'd be so soon.
Let's call off the contract, no hard feelings.
We're not quitting, either of us. There's no explaining these things. We've all seen how the public turns. Maybe we can turn them back. I've got a swell script lined up for you.
About Esther. If you think that I'm going to get in her way...
Well, as a matter of fact, as it happens, there's no part in this story for her. I'd more or less planned to star her in a picture of her own. With that young Pemberton opposite her. He's coming along nicely.
Ah, yes.
Good for young Pemberton.
Young Pemberton, indeed.
All right, Oliver. We'll make a try at it. Let's hope it's not too late.
Norman Maine in the Enchanted Hour. Welcome back, Rosa Girls.
No argument. I'll buy those. Huh. The screen's most finished actor. I'll say he's finished. He keeps them away in droves.
Norman Maine contract with Niles cancelled. Gentlemen who are short-sighted enough to bet Norman Maine picture once a year, all of Niles schedule. I was glad to learn that it will be released with the burden on them and their audience. Niles finally bought up the Maine contract for an unknown figure. Mortgage to Niles. Lamborghini Bottle, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, 1937. It's quite old, isn't it?
Hello? No, Miss Lester isn't home as yet. No, I'm not the butler. But I can take a message just as well as he can, honest.
Oh, is that you, Norman? Swell. Listen, Norman, this is Artie Carver. Hiya, kid.
Hiya, kid.
Swell.
Swell.
Say, I hear you're through with Oliver Niles. Is that on the level?
Oh, please, Artie, I'm not news anymore. Forget it.
Say, what kind of a settlement did you make on your contract? Give me a figure so I can do a story on it.
There was no money involved. We just called it quits.
Okay, I'll fill in my own figure. Say, by the way, I've been trying to get an interview with Vicky for 2 weeks, but she's always busy. How about you giving an old pal a break by speaking to her for me?
Sure, I'll ask her.
Swell. So long.
Alaska? That's a state. Oh, he's
I didn't
playing
mean to be late, darling, but
golf.
Casey wanted...
All right. You're here now.
What's new today?
Nothing. Haven't been out of the house.
Let's go somewhere tonight.
No. You're tired. We'll stay in.
I'm not tired, really.
Oh, yes, you are. You've got a hard day ahead of you. Anyway, I see so little of you, I'd like to have you to myself.
Oh, but it's the servants' night out. We haven't any
Yes, we have. I fixed a little snack with my own lily white
What's she
hand.
wearing?
I'm learning to cook in my spare time.
Then I think I'll marry you.
Oh, I get it. You want to make an honest cook of me? Comes in on wheels in this joint.
Oh boy, I get to brush my hair now.
Yeah? How's it look?
Wonderful.
Huh? That's what I thought.
That was fast.
Now then, don't be formal, just pitch in.
Oh boy, sandwich.
I'm afraid my mouth's not quite big enough.
What?
I'll measure it next time and make them
What?
decide.
A little hard to lift, too.
What?
In fact, I think I'll take those measurements.
This sandwich is too big for my mouth and a little hard to lift. What? Was it a game to get a kiss? I have no clue.
That's what I wait for. All day.
So just try to eat the whole sandwich at once? Maybe if I rotate it, I'll be able to fit it all in. What?
We're forgetting
No
that we're
clue.
hungry. Would you like a sandwich?
Thank you. I still have a little work on this one.
Except it's still too big. Milk.
Norman, will you unhook my
He's gone
dress?
to
I
the
can't breathe.
Mark Zuckerberg School of Drinking Liquids.
You know, all the time I thought it was the kiss that made you breathless. A lot of hooks, hmm?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you have a zipper?
That's a good idea.
You got it?
Yes.
What on earth?
Don't look now, but
we're being watched.
I think that guy on your left is in love with you.
I hope so.
I get it. Smooth. The eggs are done. The toast is burning.
Is it? Maybe they'll go away.
Oh,
Is it? You don't know what the doorbell sounds like?
Here. Just a minute, dear. I'll be right back.
Does Vicky Lester live here?
Yes.
I got a package for her.
I'll sign for it.
Who are you?
I'm her husband.
Oh, sure. Sign right here, Mr. Lester.
Wow. Oh gosh.
It's a package for you.
I figured out how to bite into the sandwich.
They want you for a benefit to Shrine Auditorium next Wednesday night. I told them I'd ask you. And,
Oh, darling, I don't want to hear about that now.
well, you better wait till I finish before I forget them all. The Academy dinner secretary phoned. She wants to know if you want a table reserved for you.
Yes, table would be nice.
Oh, yes, Artie Carver called and asked if I'd use my influence with you to get him an interview. I told him I'd try. That was all, I think.
Oh, Norman, let's don't talk about those things now. We're forgetting the wonderful food you prepared.
Well, I'm not very hungry now. I think I'll fix me a little drink. Hmm?
A drink? But you said you weren't gonna drink. No. But no. Oh yes, he's gonna hear you. But no. That was plenty loud for him to hear you. Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. Okay.
I wish Norman would come.
Oh, stop worrying. And think how nice that statuette's going to look on your mantelpiece.
Do you suppose anything's happened to him?
But of course not. He's just been held up in traffic. You think about that statuette.
And now we arrive at the climax of the annual dinner of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the highest award within our power to bestow. We have already applauded with our hearts as well as our hands,
Named
while
after
awards
Oscar.
have been given those gentlemen who during the past year have rendered distinguished service to the motion picture industry. We now pay honor to the ladies, or rather to one lady. We offer to her the Academy Award for the finest performance of the past year. She has already had the world's acclaim, but this is the tribute of her fellow workers, the men and women of this industry. It is not only my pleasure, but my privilege to present this award to the actress who created the unforgettable Anna in Dream Without End.
Dream Without
Miss
End.
Vicky Lester.
Vicky Lester. Uncle Lester's done it again. Congratulations. Here's your
What more
Academy
can
Award.
we say, Miss Lester? This says it all for us.
Thanks.
I couldn't have done it without everybody. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, when something like this happens to you, and you try to tell how you feel about it, you find that out of all the words in the world, there are only two that really mean anything.
Get bent.
Thank you.
Oh.
All I can do is to say them to you from my heart. All I can do is to keep on saying them.
Hey, that's fine.
All this thing.
That's a very pretty speech, my dear. Very pretty. You said the right thing. I want to be the very first one to congratulate you on that valuable little piece of bric-a-brac. Now I want to make a speech. Gentlemen of the Academy and fellow suckers, I got one of those once for a best performance. They don't mean a thing. People get them every year. What I want's a special award. Something nobody else can get.
Oh no,
I
it's
want
going
a
off the deep
statue
end.
for the worst performance of the year.
A Razzie?
In fact, I want 3 statues for the 3 worst performances of the year, because I've earned them. And every single one of you that saw those last masterpieces of mine knows that I've earned them.
He wants a golden raspberry.
Start the music.
What I'm here to find out is, do I get them or do I get them? Now answer yes or no.
Oof.
Norman, darling, let's go and sit down.
Oof.
Come on, Norman, sit with us.
Good thing this wasn't televised back then. My goodness.
Well, Norman, how are you?
Hi, Oliver.
My dear, do let me congratulate you. You must be terribly proud and happy tonight.
Thank you.
Somebody give me a drink.
Yeah, we're gonna drink. Somebody give me a chocolate milk. So I can blow bubbles in it. Pew, stinky foot. She's crying.
Oliver, it's nice of you to come to my dressing room.
Vicky, how are you?
I've missed you. Everyone's missed you. Have a nice trip.
Well,
What's up
a
with
few
their
months
hair?
ago, The theater circuit scarcely comes under the head of pleasure. But the way they're screaming for your pictures all over the country. Miss Lester, if I may talk shop, you are a knockout.
Thank you. It's good to hear that.
You've been crying.
A little.
How's Norman?
Well, he's trying awfully hard, Oliver.
Letting Norman leave this studio was the hardest thing I ever did. There was nothing else I could do.
I know.
Has he been... Is he all right?
Have you been? Is he
He's gone to the
alright?
sanitarium. He really wants to stop drinking. And I think
Sanitarium,
he
huh?
could only...
Well, perhaps if he could start working again, it would be some encouragement.
Oh yes, working again.
Oliver, could you do that? Oh, thank you. But he mustn't ever know I told you.
He won't know, and you mustn't worry. I want you to keep up your good work in this picture.
Work?
I'll try, Oliver. That's the one thing I can do for you.
If you'll just sit here, Mr. Niles, I'll have Mr. Maine brought down.
Oh
Thank you.
yes.
Brought down.
Brought down, huh? They have him strapped up?
Hello, Oliver. Welcome to Liberty Hall.
Hello, Norman. Well, no, Mr. Niles isn't slipping me a case of scotch, Cuddles. This is just a handshake. This is Cuddles, Oliver, my social secretary. We go everywhere together.
How are you feeling, Norman?
Fine. Getting along remarkably well, Cuddles tells me. He says you ought to see some of the boys. Let's sit down. Yeah.
Of course. Some of the boys.
We really don't need you.
Yes, that's what they all say.
Can't bear to have me out of his sight.
Are you comfortable here, Norman?
Comfortable. It's positively luxurious. They even have iron bars in the windows to keep out the draft.
How much longer are you going to be here?
Oh, well, I'm really cured now. I'm just staying on for an extra week or two to get in good shape, you know. After all, there's no particular hurry to return to the cameras.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I've got a script with a fine part for you in it.
Gee, Oliver, that's great. That's great. Who plays opposite me?
Well, it is not exactly the lead. Young Pemberton's doing that. But I tell you frankly, I consider your part better than the lead.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Not the lead.
I see. It's better than the lead.
Well, of course, it isn't terribly long. But it's one of those parts that makes an impression on you. They'll be thinking about you all through the picture.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, Oliver, I'm pretty well set at another studio. I'm not at liberty at the moment to tell you which one. You know yourself how those things are.
Of course.
But it's a big picture. He's one of the biggest of the year. And the part. Every actor in Hollywood would give his teeth to play it. See.
Well, that's fine, Norman. Naturally, that will tie you up for a while. But we won't get to this picture for some time. And perhaps, if you want to consider it for later on,
well,
we'll be...
I tell you, Oliver, you'd better not count on me. See, I've got several pictures lined up after this one, and they're talking to me about England. You know, they're doing some very interesting things over there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
What is it, Cuddle? Speak right out. We all love you.
Your dinner.
Oh. Yeah, we dine at 5:30 here. Makes the nights longer.
Hey, your dinner.
Well, goodbye, Norman. I'm glad to see you getting along so well.
Be out in no time. I'll have to introduce myself all over to a lot of people. They won't know me when I'm not drinking. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Norman.
Thanks for dropping in.
That's
fine. Yeah. Well, Cuddles? Alone at last, eh?
Wow. Christmas week racing, Santa Anita Park. Looks like a racing park, yep. Okay, we've established that it's a racing park. Yep, okay.
Oh, Bert? Sam? How are you, Marion? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Normie.
Wait, where are they? Are they at some sort of a...
Glad to see you.
Racing park, maybe?
How I hate to run into these has-beens. They give me the creeps.
Me too.
He was good while he had it. And he had it quite a while. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Man. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Oh, I've been resting. Ginger ale, please.
Ginger ale and what?
Ginger ale and ginger ale.
A new leaf?
A whole new book.
Whole new book. A whole new world.
Scotch straight.
Hey.
Hello, Libby. Why, it's Mr. America of yesteryear. Do they let you wander about now without a keeper?
Oh, sure. I'm a trustee now. Didn't expect to find you at Santa Anita. What do they do with the actors while you're away?
Oh, they cut them into slices and fry them with eggs. I suppose you'll be here all the time, now that you've retired from the hurly-burly of the silver screen.
Well, we're living down in Malibu now, and pretty lonesome with
Esther away working all day.
Well, I wouldn't squawk about that if I were you. It's nice to have somebody in the family making a living.
Oh, wait a minute, Louis.
Wow.
I don't want to forget that we're friends.
Friends, my eye. Say, listen, I got you out of jams because I had to. It was my job, not because I was your friend.
Jeez
I don't like you,
Louise.
and I never have liked you. Nothing made me happier than to see all those cute little pranks of yours finally catch up with you and land you on your celebrated face.
Where do you work, Billy? Always wait till they're down, then kick 'em.
I don't feel sorry for you. You fixed yourself nice and comfortable. You can live off your wife now. She'll buy you drinks and put up with you even though nobody else will.
Wait a minute.
Come on outside for you, wise guy.
I'm Norman Maine.
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh, don't bother to toss him out.
Not my
He's
fault.
harmless.
All right, Mr. Libby, if you say so.
Sure, let him go. What can he do? He can't fight any better than he can act.
Norman Maine. Oh, he's drunk again.
Why, he's been drunk for years.
Norman Maine! Norman Maine! You remember Norman Maine?
It's a lot of people just sprung out of nowhere. Now it's a bustling thoroughfare.
Give me a scotch. Double.
Well, Higgins, welcome. Good to see ya.
Leave the bottle here.
Oh no, is he drinking again? Oh no.
Vicky, you'll be ill. Why don't you try to get a little sleep?
But he's been gone 4 days. 4 days and not a word.
4 days and not a word.
Oliver, I can't.
With to be continued what?
Hello? No, this is Oliver Niles speaking. What? Where?
What? Where?
What is it?
Nothing, nothing.
Oliver, tell me.
He's in the night court. He's been arrested on a drunk charge. Now, he's all right. He isn't hurt. I'm going right down and get him out.
I'm going with you.
Vicky,
Drunk
it isn't
charge.
any place for you, and if it gets in the papers,
What do
there'll
I
be...
care about the papers? I'm going with you.
A drunk charge.
Division 30, Municipal Court, County Los Angeles, now in session. The
But he went to the sanitarium.
Be seated, please.
Were you able to do anything?
Judge wouldn't even see me.
Ready, Your Honor.
It's like, I refuse. I refuse. Who's there?
I want to advise you that you're entitled to be represented by counsel, to be confronted by the witnesses that may testify against you, to compel witnesses to attend on your behalf to a public and speedy trial by the court or by a jury, and the right to be admitted to bail. Call the first 5.
Right to be a bit of bail. Blah, 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 blah.
Come on, boys, step in. Go ahead. Move along.
What's your defense? I'm Norman Maine. Guilty.
Plain drunk, picked up at 5th in town. Asleep in the gutter. 14 similar offenses in the past 6 months.
Still at it, Gregory. How do you plead?
I don't feel so good.
I didn't ask you how you feel. I asked you how you plead.
Guilty, I guess.
When did you get out the last time?
Wow.
Just before Christmas.
Well, I'm sorry you'll have to miss New Year's, but you'll be out in time for Washington's birthday, 60 days.
60 days.
Milton
damn.
Rails.
Plain drunk, picked up on Brooklyn Avenue, given treatment at receiving hospital, then removed to jail.
How old are you, Rails?
17, sir.
Did you take a good
There's
look
no
at
way
those
he's
men in the cell with you
17.
last night?
Yes, sir.
And have you taken a good look at yourself this morning?
Oh, no, sir.
I suggest that you do. $5 or 2 days. Sentence suspended.
Oh, Judge,
Alfred Henkel, more commonly known as Norman Maine.
Drunk and disorderly. Cracked car into tree at Sunset and Coronado. Evidently been drinking for days. Resisted arrest and injured one of the arresting officers.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
You're Norman Maine, the actor, aren't you? You've come pretty low, haven't you? There isn't a man here who's had the advantages that you've had. Look what you've done with them. You're
Pretty
nothing
low.
but an irresponsible drunk, driving about the streets with the power to inflict death or injury on innocent people. I think we'd better deny you that power for a while. 90 days in the city jail.
Please wait.
I'll thank you for the cat.
I'm his wife.
Yes, I recognize you, Miss Lester.
Please, Judge. I promise you this won't happen again. I'll be responsible for him. If you just won't send him there.
You realize that this man, when drunk, is obviously a menace to public safety? And you realize, too, Miss Lester, the responsibility you'll be assuming to this court and to the Commonwealth.
I do.
And you, Mr. Lester, take this responsibility onto her.
The custody of wife.
All right, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you.
You can get him at the jail entrance, madam.
Jose Rodriguez.
Plain drunk. Picked up at First and Main. Second offense.
How do you plead?
I think I'm guilty, Your Honor.
60 days.
Wow. Lentagious, welcome.
Ian, I'm so tired.
Hold it, Mr. Maine, for picture.
I'm so tired I could eat a horse. Wait, that's not right. Drunk conviction.
He's still asleep. He's been asleep nearly all day.
That's the best thing for him.
Awful to see this happen to someone you love. And know in your heart that it can't get any better. I only know that all I can do now is stay with him and try to help him.
So will I.
Oh yeah, it's just actually just turned midnight, so so technically now, officially yesterday. As of a minute now.
I know you'll understand what I have to tell you. And after what happened last night, I think you already know what it is. I can't do any more pictures. I'm going away for good with Norman.
You can't do that, Vicky. You're at the very peak of your success. And you've worked so hard to achieve.
You didn't see me playing Fortnite.
I've thought it all out. Maybe if I hadn't been away from him so much last night and what went before.
There's my best winky.
About that now, but it may not be too late to go away with him and start over somewhere.
It's your life you're giving up.
So I can try to give Norman back his.
I might make that an emote or something. Wait.
No, Vicky. I cannot honestly tell you that.
Okay, there we go.
Then there'll be no more. Vicky Lester.
Pick the best one. I wish I could just get my eye open a little better. I don't know. Because I don't want my hair creeping up into the text, so I was trying to be... Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good.
Goodbye, Vicky Lester. You were a grand girl. Good luck, Mrs. Norman Maine.
Or wait, no, I should take my headphones off for it. Wait. There we go. Okay, grab that one. Grab that one without the headphones. Her Oscar.
If only Norman Maine weren't drunk.
Oh, Norman. Now's my chance.
Darling.
You just saw the remake of this. Ooh, the Lady Gaga one? Nice. I haven't seen it.
Sorry, dear, but...
This is the first of any of them I've seen.
What other troubles have you got?
None.
Pretty good. Oh, nice.
Playing a scene with myself.
Now look, I'm just coming out of the jitters and you're just going into them. This is a swell household.
Isn't it?
I'll tell you what we'll do.
It's just
I'll promise
swell.
to brace up if you'll go on the wagon.
I guess I have been drinking too much.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be an athlete.
You mean with great big muscles and everything?
Well, roughly speaking.
Gonna join the YMCA?
It costs too much. And I'm going wading out in our front yard.
YMCA still costs too much.
Sure.
Would you like me to go with you?
Sure, if you'd like to.
No, me. I don't think I will. It might spoil this beautiful natural wave.
You want to?
Yeah, I guess that's right.
You want me to go with you?
Yeah, I think I do.
Too bad. I don't want to mess up my hair.
Some hot soup for me when I come back.
Some hot soup.
And I'll make some of those nice sandwiches.
No, me.
Oh, those sandwiches I can't fit in my mouth.
Ooh, sunset. Or sunrise? It's quite the stinking view out of that house.
Too long.
My goodness. It's like an amazing view. Look at that view.
Hey! You mind if I take just one more look?
Just one more look into your eyes. A 1937 green screen, yeah. Body found off Malibu, X-Star. Perishes in tragic accident. So he just gets naked and swims out into the ocean?
First drink of water he had in 20 years. And then he had to get it by accident.
Hey, yay.
Pardon me. How do you wire congratulations to the Pacific Ocean?
What on earth?
Oh, you can't see her face.
Hello, Vicky.
Yeah, this guy's voice.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's the deal?
Just wait till you hear this other guy's voice. Hello.
Get away, can't you?
Come on, Vicky, let's see your face. Vicky, will you sign my book for me? Write Mrs. Norman May.
Don't you care, Vicky? You get over it.
Never take me alive, see?
Stand back, can't you?
Stand back, can't you?
Right, dearie, he wasn't so much.
Oh, my goodness. Good old Norman peeling potatoes in the bathtub. Or into the small bathtub, rather.
Do you mind if I take just one more look?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Here are the paychecks for the servants' graves. You'll find a very nice bonus in each one. Miss Lester asked me to thank you for your kindness and service.
If there's anything I can do for the little lady, I should be glad to do it.
She would appreciate your attending to the closing of the Beverly Hills house.
Put down those trunks. Put it down, I say.
Is that the grandmother?
Well, where is she?
In the bedroom. Who are you?
Oh, I'm her grandmother.
It's the grandmother from the beginning. New moves pretty sad. Yeah.
Granny, darling. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. What made you come?
Oh, I know when I'm needed.
I hear you, Nintages.
Get out of here, all of you.
Definitely a different style of storytelling
I
sometimes.
came just as quickly as I could. But I'm going home. I sent you a wire yesterday.
I sent you a wire and a cord and a dongle and a piece of string.
I never want to hear them again.
What are you running away from?
My wires.
I'm not running away. It's just that I can't go on. My heart isn't in it anymore.
Once I told you, if you get what you want, you have to give your heart in exchange. And you said you were willing. Do you remember?
I remember.
It seems to me that you got more than you bargained for. More fame, more success, even more personal happiness. Maybe more unhappiness. But you did make a bargain. And now you're whining over it. I don't think I'd feel so very proud of myself if I were you, Esther.
I gotta get back to feeding the birds.
My mind's made up.
And I'm sorry I gave you the money to come out here. It was just waste.
Oh, but Granny...
I was proud of you, Esther. I was proud to be the grandmother of Vicky
Apples
Lester.
fall to the ground.
It gave me something to live for. Now,
Something to
I've left.
live for.
I know. Oh, I want to be strong.
It's alright,
but
it's okay.
I can't go on.
You must. Tragedy is a test of courage. If you can meet it bravely, it will leave you bigger than it found you. If not, then you'll have to live all your life with a coward. Because no matter where you may run, you can never run away from yourself. I never knew Norman Maine. He wrote me a
Wept
very
because no
sweet
one got
letter
the
when you were
joke.
married.
Oh.
He said you told him how much I meant to you. And
Send me the
know
timestamp.
just
I want to
how
see
much
that.
You must have meant to him. You know, Esther, I can't believe that wherever he is, he can be very happy, knowing that his death broke the spirit of the little girl he praised me so highly for raising. And I can't believe that he can be very proud, knowing that all his great love did for you was to
If
make
that was Smash doesn't, I got you.
a quitter.
No worries.
The car is ready, Miss Lester. We'll have to go now to make the train.
The train hasn't been made yet? I think you're gonna be late. French lessons suck. Oh no.
The entire picture industry has come to the Chinese theater for this opening tonight. It has come to pay tribute to
This
a great
Grauman's
star,
Chinese
a
theater.
long-awaited return to the screen in what has been called her greatest performance. It has come to pay tribute to the girl herself. The girl who has won the heart of Hollywood. The girl who has won the heart of the world.
The heart
Miss
of the world.
Vicky Lester.
Vicky Lester.
And if I'm not mistaken, Miss Lester's car has just driven up. Yes, it is she.
Yes, it is she.
I hope this doesn't scare you too much.
I scare very slowly, young man.
6 mile, folks, please. They'll have your mug, I mean your face, plastered across half the papers in the country tomorrow.
How do I look?
Oh, you look swell.
You're a liar, but I like you.
And here's Miss Lester's grandmother. Won't you
Grim
say a few words to the
matchstick.
radio audience, please?
Say something, Letty.
Which one is that
You know,
one?
we've got a thing like that back home where they all listen in on, but we call it a party line.
A potty line?
Won't you say something, please? They're listening.
Something, please.
Maybe some of you people listening in dream about coming to Hollywood. And maybe some of you get pretty discouraged. Well, when you do, you just think about me. It took me over 60 years to get here. But here I am, and here I mean to
Oh, yeah, the dragon, yeah. The dragon.
Thank you very much.
Miss Lester.
Norman Maine, good luck.
This microphone is on an international hookup. Throughout the world, your fans are hoping that you'll say a few words.
International hookup? This microphone has a Tinder account.
Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Norman Maine.
That's not her name. I guess it kind of is. It smells like pee. Fade out. The end. It sounds like an international picture. Nice. Oh, and nice. So what did you guys think? What did you guys think? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was good.